हाय फ्रेंड्स, यू आर वाचिंग बिजनेस आजकल विथ मी सुमित कुमार। आज हम आपसे बात करने वाले हैं वेदर टू इन्वेस्ट इन Zomato IPO or not. Why I am talking about Zomato IPO? Because almost everyone, whoever is staying in the metro cities, at some point of time they must have ordered through Zomato. I mean, it's like the number one app in India for the food delivery. But some of the things which you need to keep in mind before investing any tech-driven startups, let's say the company which is like 3-5 years or 6 years in the business, there are pros and there are cons. So let me begin with giving you some of the example which is a very relevant in our recent part. Some of you must use the platform called Snapdeal. Snapdeal was considered to be one of the next generation startups in India. But what happened to Snapdeal? Snapdeal had some of the best investor on board like Ratan Tata and many more. But it's failed. It's failed drastically after running 5-6 years in Indian market, but it's failed. What happened to Swiggy? Eventually it's owned by the Zomato now. So lot of the startups you will find they have started at the high, they have promised something big, but they have ended nowhere. Take an example, Yahoo. You must remember at some point of time we were using Yahoo chat box. They had revolutionized the chatting. I mean, they don't need to wait longer. They go do the live chats and all those things were happening. Now second comes to, can you recall the Sifi? It was one of the most promising startup in India. So the Sifi flopped. Now comes to the Orkut. Most of us who have used the Orkut, no relevance. The more recent one, I can give you the example of Google Plus, which has been supported by Google. The platform which has been supported by Google has not worked to the audience. So it's failed. They have closed down. Orkut closed down. Sifi closed down. So lot of the tech startup which has started at at very top end, but they ended very drastically. If you look at the electronic sector, let's say consumer goods, if you can talk about what happened to the Nokia mobile, ended very badly. What happened to BlackBerry? What happened to LG mobile? What happened to the Lava mobile in India? Even what happened to Motorola? They all are, we can say that it's all tech-driven startup. Whether they are in the electronic segment or they are into the digital segment. So, as per my understanding, if you are planning to invest in any tech-driven startup, look at the company performance for at least 7 to 8 years and then decide whether to invest or not. I'll give you an example. Let's talk about Zomato. Zomato is not yet profitable. Zomato is not yet profitable. As per their media statement, they are going to be profitable by year 2023. Till that time they are burning money. Of course they are expanding their business, but that does not mean the business itself is a profitable business. So before investing in, let's say if you are planning to buy a Zomato IPO, be careful. Don't just carry away with the PR kind of activities. Let's say if you look at the today morning investment, they are claiming that they have received 4,000 crore of investment for some, from some sources, and they are also going for the IPO. And today is the big day. We can say this is the big day for the Zomato. They are going to launch in India through IPO. Let me give you certain example. I have taken a notes quoting the various media sources. Let me give you a few of the example regarding the Zomato. Let me give you the few of the example regarding the Zomato. So here it is. Let me quote. As per my reading with the media, Zomato road for profitability is very long. Let's say if you are investing in the year 2021 and they are claiming they are going to be profitable in the year 2023, it's very difficult, to have a good recovery on your investment. Second point, all of us are going through a pandemic seasons. Yes, pandemic has helped them to grow their businesses, because you cannot reach, there are lots of restrictions where you cannot reach to your favorite restaurant and order your food. So what people are doing, they are ordering online. So the Zomato business are growing. But the question is, how long this is going to sustain? Of course, we know the food ordering is like the new norm. The food order is going to be the new norm. So let me give you a certain example. As Zomato is claiming, lockdown effects has helped them, but in terms of the gross order value, which has gone down to 15%, if you compare on year 1920 and 2021 FY, then there the gross order value has gone down to 15%. Friends, let me tell you, before the Zomato is going to be profit, in the year 2023, they have to burn rupees 9,000 crore before becoming a profitable venture. So if you are planning to invest in Zomato, think twice. If you are thinking you are going to do something, your stock is going to do something magical within 1 year or 2 years, it's very difficult. Yes, if you are thinking for long term, minimum for 5 to 6 years, then you will make some money. Otherwise, if you are looking for short term, it's going to be a very difficult to have a good return on your investment. So that's my take on the Zomato recent launched IPO. It's not going to be a very successful as per my understanding, but let's see if it's going in the right directions, then all fine. So friends, we are going to come up with the many such videos where we are going to advise you whether to invest on that particular IPO or not, or is that going to be profitable for you or not. And we will be also joining with some of our expert in the field of financial sector. So keep watching Business Aajkal. If you have not subscribed, do subscribe it, and if you feel to share it through your WhatsApp. Thanks for watching. See you soon.